Hi. So now we're gonna talk about fonts, characters, and logos, and some difficulties that you can find sometimes, but they're easy to fix. So let me show you. How we work here is that we have something called a packing slip. In the packing slip, you can find a bar that you can scan in here, and it's gonna show you all the information that you need for your order.
Right.
So how that works is that we have a software called SOS, and you can go in there, scan your order, and you can copy and paste all the text that the customer wants and put it in the SES software. So I already copied a text, and we are gonna be careful with the personal information of the customer here. So now I'm gonna go here that I showed you earlier. I'm gonna paste that text, and then we are gonna hit an inscription, right?
Okay.
Looking at this, I noticed that I'm having these characters that were not in the actual text because they put some symbols that for some reason our software don't recognize. How do we fix that? So when I check my packing slip, I noticed that the symbol that the actual one on top is the one that I have here in this paper, the dots. And I noticed that the one that they want at the end, where this is the slash. I'm not showing you the packing slip because
Right.
of personal information, and we don't want to put that here.
Right.
So, how do I fix it?
Right.
You want to go to enter text again, and then instead of putting the text here, because you have it already, you want to go to edit, because that's what you want to do. So it's gonna be F4. Now that we're here, you're gonna see the text like this, and I'm noticing that the symbols that the software is not reading are showing it like a bar.
Right.
You see here? And when you see the slash, that means that that's another line. So if you get confused, just think about that. The slash
Right.
is the next line.
Right.
So now let's change it. I know that I want the dot. So I'm gonna use the actual dot that we have on the keyboard.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go with the mouse, go to the bar, put my mouse there, delete it,
Okay.
put a dot, and then the only way that I can edit that dot, because I don't want it there, they want it in the middle of the sentence,
Right.
right?
Right.
I want it higher. How do I do that? So you need to go on front of the dot with your arrow, and then you have to end the phrase,
Okay.
right? And then go to the end of the dot and end the phrase again.
Right.
Why? Because that way the software feels like the dot is an individual item, and
I
you can
see.
play with it, you can move it, you can do stuff.
Okay.
So anytime that you want to change something in a sentence, but only one thing, you will need to go and put that thing inside two end phrases options. If you put it inside that, you can play with
You
it.
can manipulate it.
Yeah.
It's you're basically saying what's in here I need to manipulate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna do the same thing with the others. So
Right.
I put the dot, going from F2, F2.
Now you
Go here,
that.
delete,
Okay.
put the dot, F2, F2. And I know there's something else at the end that I need to fix. Where is it? Here. And in that case, they want a dash.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do the same thing,
Mhm.
but I don't need to put the end phrase because it's just a dash. It's gonna go in the middle. So delete. I will put the dash, and we're done.
Okay.
What do we do now? If we're done, you're gonna go to end inscription. And now Now if you look at the text, it's like this.
Nice.
So now the only thing that we need to do is move the dots
Up.
to the center.
Right.
And now we're gonna do it.
Right.
How we're gonna do it? Remember that at first I told you if you want to manipulate something individually, you have to choose it. So we move with the arrows until we have just one dot.
Right.
It's green.
Green. You can't see that very well, but it is green.
And
Okay.
I already show you how to
Right.
move a text.
Right.
So I'm gonna do now position text, screen move. I have this in number 5. So you need to keep in mind how many times do you move it, because you want to move every each of them
The same.
amount. So
Mhm.
I'm gonna say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now
Okay.
remember to save it, because if you don't do it, you're gonna lose it.
Right.
Then we go to the right, select the next dot, position text, screen
It's
move.
green.
And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Save it. Go back.
Position text again.
Same thing again. Choose the dot. Position text. Screen move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we save it again. And we're done with the first sentence.
Right. Okay.
It's not that high, but I just show you how
right.
to do it.
Right. So you can go
will
back. You
keep-
can bring it up
yeah.
again.
You will keep going until you feel,
Right.
oh, this is the way that I
Okay.
want it. So, and this is perfect.
Okay.
So we don't have to do anything
All
else.
right. Thanks, Emily.